huge.
Are women paid less while serving in the military as well?
You know, I don't know the answer to that question, but I do know that they are fighting as hard as they can just for the basic equal opportunity to go to the front line. It sounds to me, is it Carter? What is the man's name over the military? I want to say Ash.
Ash Carter. Ash
Yeah.
Carter.
It sounds to me like he's open and things are turning toward equality for women, but I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that question. But I do want to emphasize when they come home, they're not equal because the Equal Rights Amendment hasn't been ratified.
Exactly.
And I'm sure that they're not being promoted internally very often as well. You know, that's it's probably not that common, you know, for women to be in leadership roles at this point yet. So I'm sorry, what did you say, Portia?
Maybe some military women will come on and make some comments. And
I do know that we have some candidates that are going to be running or that are running that are endorsing Bernie, and I'm trying to get them on. And some of them are veterans. One is a woman, and one is also a man. I'm hoping to talk about those specific topics. So maybe I'll be able to give you that answer, Portia, and find out, because I think that's important for us to know. We should know how are they being treated in the military. I know that we worry about it federally. When we hear like minimum wage or whatever the things that are being done for federal workers, it sounds great, but I think a lot of people working at Walmart and Home Depot and all these grocery stores and gas stations, that the regular workers are also wondering, well, that doesn't apply to us, and I think military also feel the same way sometimes too. So
you mean what doesn't apply, the Equal Rights Amendment? Or?
Yeah, well, like when we were talking about whether women are paid equally in the military, it's the same thing in all lines of work, but for us it's important to acknowledge that our military service, they're sacrificing something that's really, really big that we need to make sure they're taken care of. So.
There's an amazing veteran, and you might want to start following her. Her name's Diana Danis, D-A-N-I-S, and if she was on the show with us tonight, she could answer that question. But
maybe we'll invite her on and see if we can get her on here to talk about it.
I don't know. I haven't asked her who she supports for president, but she's an amazing veteran, and she's a very, very fierce fighter for the Equal Rights Amendment.
Wonderful.